You're listening to I'm Telling You. You're listening to You're listening to I'm Telling You.
Hey fam, welcome back to another episode of I'm Telling You.
I'm telling you.
That was probably like the most energetic so far, I'll be honest. But yeah, as always, Philly D.
Mr. Gemini.
Clickety clack effect, checking Miss JD.
Yeah, and we always want to start with please reach out to us because we love to continue the conversation. You can hit up all three of us collectively at ITY. That's ITY at directionsandmusic.org. I want to make sure I pronunciate. Don't laugh at me.
Enunciate?
Enunciate.
Enunciate. Continue, please.
All right, if you want to tell Gemini how much of a jackass he is, you can hit him up.
GMINI at directionsandmusic.org.
Yeah, or you can hit me up, PHILLYD. That's Philly D at directionsandmusic.org. Yeah, for first-time listeners, this is a 30-year friendship between me and this jackass over here. And then we added in a nice little fact-checker who keeps us corralled. And, we do dad jokes, movie quotes. We talk about anything, everything, quantum physics, spirituality. How not to be a douchebag. Sometimes we get...
That's going to be a t-shirt one day. Don't be a douche.
I'm telling you.
Just don't be a douche.
Yeah, but then other times we also we get some guests in the house to kind of help us do this as well, which tonight we do have a guest, Mr. Zach. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Hey. What's up, y'all? My name's Zach. I'm a resident of, just call it the Lehigh Valley. I run a bar in Quakertown, now in Hatfield, and I'm along for the ride, so psyched about it. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had for those of you who know what we do and all that, we got the Green Room, which is our warm-up show, so you can check us out there. But yeah, we were talking about how you got like a new restaurant opening and a bunch of other stuff, and how you and I were we kind of met each other early on and had no clue, and now we just we have this pretty cool relationship where you and I have actually designed a few beers together.
At this point, it's been pretty great, and super easy to work with, and love the final result. And we sell a lot of it. It's at my bar. You can check it out at the West End in Quakertown, East End in Hatfield.
Yeah, which that was kind of the whole purpose behind this. One, we do have this relationship, and I've been kind of like, just kept throwing it at you, like, bro, we do a podcast and blah blah blah, and then it just got to a place where all of a sudden, things kind of worked out because
stars aligned.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't, Gemini doesn't know this, but the two of them were supposed to be having like honeymoon and a bunch of other stuff going on right now. Like, but here it is. He's opening the restaurant and they're not going on the honeymoon. He's like, hey,
so much more fun.
Dude, you know what? Like,
hey, listen. I've gone through the grieving phase. I've gone through anger. I have come to terms with it. This place is opening. My lady and I will be swimming nude in St. Lucia in November.
Listen, I've been married for 5 years this year, and we just had our honeymoon. So
hey, there you go. To each his own,
Well, that's a military man, though.
Yeah, he is. Yo, if you ever get the privilege of meeting her husband, one of the dopest dudes I've ever met, and hands down, dude, I've been throughout the world, and I've heard many dialects, many accents. Dude, this motherfucker, so without even drinking.
Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Dude, half the time, and then he starts drinking because, he is from Boston, so homeboy can drink a little bit.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And this son of a, I'm just looking, I'm like the penguins in Madagascar, smile and nod, just smile and nod. Yeah. Dude, I have no fucking
What did he
clue.
just say? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
So I tell the swamp donkey to lick me yobbles. You guys are on a whole nother level of swearing over here.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's... But yeah, I fucking love the shit out of that guy.
That's awesome.
Harvard Yard.
Oh, yeah, right. The casa was wicked hardcore.
Wicked hardcore.
I need $1 for a tonic.
All right, bro. Hey, so we got some of... all right, so Gemini, people at home, you all know this. He's a brewer. Those of you who have just checked in for the first time, Gemini is a brewer. There you go. You're caught up.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what he did tonight is he brought a little bit of some specialty sauce called Johnson's Underwear.
Johnson's Underwear.
Yeah, that's a Breakfast Club reference for those of you who need to get caught up even further. But, yo, bro, where's my Johnson's Underwear?
I can pour you some.
I would
Yeah.
also like some Johnson's.
Yeah,
underwear.
put Johnson's underwear in my glass.
I'm trying to.
This is
But like I was telling you guys off air, like I'm trying to work out this recipe, and this I'm not as happy with as the first one, only because like I had to use up some LME. That's
You have a
basically
little something for me.
I'm gonna pop a whole nother one for you.
Oh,
Right.
he's gonna get you freshies.
I'm right. Well,
yeah, I get the shit that's been open so the tannins
So
can breathe.
the original one I did all grain, and it turned out it was like a true pale. Like this is
Sure.
more like a red IPA.
Yeah,
Which
color
I don't even
alone
know if that
too,
makes
yeah,
sense, but I
Well, yeah,
have
no,
heard of that.
because
but-
the color really gives that
It's
tone.
a beautiful color.
But that's
honestly.
from the LME that I use, the liquid malt extract. For those who don't know, I
Yeah,
still
dude,
use the same
come on,
recipe
bro.
grains, and
Not all of us are nerds, man. God,
and
I don't know acronyms. I don't even know how to spell acronyms.
it turned out more like English style because it's very low carbonation. So,
Say the carbs on that low. Like it.
yeah, well,
oh yeah,
cilantro.
Slancha, salute.
Oh,
I know. How's Johnson's underwear smell?
God, pungent. Stings the nostrils.
But see, that's why he was
So, yeah,
going
this is,
after being that super dank because he wanted to make it
I'm calling
dank,
this
and that's
a
why.
7.3. So
Yeah, I mean, if it was truly being dank, that would be Johnson's underwear because that's where Bender hid his weed. That's the
But I-
running joke.
exactly.
Well, yeah, but dude, come on, we got to give full reference. You know what I mean? You got to give all the knowledge.
But like
to
I said,
it. You
I'm not as happy with this because to me it's got more sour notes, and the original was much more like a standard pale ale,
Okay.
which I appreciated a lot more. And then I started off by making all grain. Like my first recipe was not using extract. So
Okay.
this extract I think would pair much better with a darker beer, maybe even a Belgian or stout or a porter or something like
So
that.
then, where's this color coming from?
That is coming from the malt extract. They use whatever. I mean, every company uses a slightly different blend of malts to produce. So you basically create a malt extract. For those that don't know, is basically it's like wort in a can. Wort is what beer is before you add the yeast. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
it is.
it's your tea brew. It's what you boil, right? It's like your mash, as
so
they
the-
would call it as well.
Most of the color of this is coming from the LME. So it's whatever. It's probably some of the crystal malts they use that created a darker.
I'm going to be
color.
honest with you. LME sounds like a really cool rock band from the 70s.
I completely agree. Every time I hear you say that, I'm thinking
Like REO Speedwagon
Right.
or something. You know what I mean? Like,
That was the
ELO.
first thing that went through my mind.
LME.
I'm just saying. Well, it's good too. I mean, Electrolyte Orchestra. Most cats don't remember that shit. But dude, you want to talk about some rock with
Mr.
some
Blue
fiddle
Sky.
and shit?
always
Come on,
three
man.
letters with periods after them. Yep.
REM. I mean, how many other fucking bands? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not mad at this at
That's
all.
true.
This is nice.
I thought he's like, I'm not mad at this.
But the original, in my opinion, was a lot
I
more
like
for
that.
what I was shooting for. Let's
That's
put
fair.
it that way.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, put the mic in your mouth.
But
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
guys.
Zach this is his first time on actual mic doing like podcast stuff. So just
not
like
good at it.
Gemini,
Hopefully not the last.
dude. No, you're awesome at it. You're just,
Hey, I'm always down.
I've been doing this a year and I still get it wrong.
dude,
So,
you've been
2
doing
years.
this for almost 2
It's
years.
almost 2 years. We were just talking about.
Mic
but
in
this-
mouth.
I don't know. I feel like he was so traumatized by the first year, he's forgotten. It's like,
Well, there is a history of trauma, and we've talked about that.
Let's
So
be honest.
well, your concussions
I
have
started-
nothing to do. Well,
I
actually, it
started
probably has
very young
everything.
with my concussions. So, and I have to be proud of that because I'm still standing and walking, and I can still walk and chew gum at the same time.
Hey,
which-
it's a big deal, man.
Yeah, but not for long
Big
though.
deal.
not for what?
Because eventually you
Because
just lose
when you have
balance, it's
dentures
just-
and
Would you? No, so literally. So, did you ever see The Great Outdoors?
Come on, man. John Candy
Dude, bro.
at his finest.
Bro, we've had plenty of guests on the show that are very well versed, have a very wide movie, eclectic knowledge.
and have never
Sure.
heard of.
And have never heard of and or watched. So, well, just
All right,
like earlier
Uncle
when we were in the
Buck,
green
come
room,
on.
you're like, Sopranos. I was like, bro, never. You're
That's
like,
fair.
what?
That's
So-
totally fair. Yeah, some people are just left out of certain areas, and I get it, but Great Outdoors isn't one of them for me.
Sopranos was one of those ones that though it kind of had a cult following.
Well,
It
so,
did. It
I
did.
mean,
But
it
so
was
that's,
like X-File-ish type, like have a party over your house every day it's on. Like That was a big thing with
that was the
X-Files.
X-Files. I was saying that was
definitely
X-Files, bro.
That was a huge X-Files thing. Like, come over, bring a snack. We used to have X-Files parties. Yeah, watching parties. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude, that's
For
because
real.
that was before fucking Twitter and shit.
It was. That's
Dude,
actually-
that is an accurate statement. That is a truth fact.
I think they
Remember
tried
when people
make
used
a
to read
resurgence.
books?
Before MySpace.
Dude, fuck MySpace.
You remember when you wanted to watch a show, you had to be there when it was on?
There was no other choice. It was
Like-
this is the time that it's showing.
It's
There's
what-
gonna be commercials.
Everything's on demand now.
Yup.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
They're fast.
Isn't that fast?
I want to hear about childhood concussion though.
Dude, no, so going back to the great outdoors where
Oh,
the
I'm
guy
sorry,
talks
yeah.
about 66 times in the head with a lightning bolt. The running joke is that he's had 66 concussions.
Not really, but you know.
Dude, I mean, we're pretty close.
I'm
We're
on
pretty
to,
close.
I'm on to the second hand. Let's just put it that way.
that
That's
we're
a lot.
aware of.
Right.
But one of them actually almost killed me. So
Yeah,
slouch
well,
it.
yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, that was so that was the time where I saved his life. We were talking about earlier. He literally fell off of a car. He has shit balance, and being a tree of height, having that inertia. He literally rocked straight backwards, almost as if you were like complete pendulum of dead center in the middle, and just straight back onto
My
his
feet
head.
were stuck to the ground and my head just went thump right to the on the other side.
And he's lying on the ground like twitching a little bit, and I was like, come on, dude, quit being a little bitch about it. And then I
Twitching
see
a
this,
little bit.
dude, I see a little bit of blood start running
That's
out of
what
his
you
ear, and I
said.
was like,
Oh,
dude,
no.
the color dropped.
I
for
only
me.
get to hear about this because at that
Yeah,
point
you don't
I was
remember.
already like
It was
I was
turned
already
off.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
I've told this story a number of times, and it's weird because if you've ever had a really traumatic experience, there's very little to no pain at all.
Do I have the story
And
for
that
you
is the
after we're
scary.
done?
That's the scary part of it because when I hit my head, for a moment I was still conscious, and the last thing that went through my mind was, "Fuck, this is bad."
Yep.
And it's fuck, this is bad because I can't feel a goddamn thing right now. I am shut off. And then I watched my entire vision closed. And now I'm assuming you're old enough to remember the old tube TVs where you turn it
Sure
off.
do.
And it takes like 20 minutes for the dot to disappear.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of what happened. Like my
Like
whole
outer
world just
limit
went
shit,
down to a
right?
single dot and then just disappeared. Like
Yeah.
it was, and the next thing I know, I woke up like a week and a half later in the hospital.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
But that was just my only most recent concussion. I started at like age 3 or something like that.
Oh.
So
Yikes. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah. Dude, I want to hear your story, bro.
I really wish the how do
You
say this? The
gotta turn the
folks-
mic up. I think is what it.
the folks at home. I wish they could
Yeah,
see
keep
this.
going, keep going. There you go.
Keep going. There we go.
Yeah, because you literally want to be in. Yeah, there you go.
Like
Again,
right
Zach,
here.
first
Yeah.
time on mic.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there it is.
guys, I'm still learning. This is how this works. So I'm gonna show these guys right here the most gnarliest scar on my wrist, and look at that. I'm basically Spider-Man.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, his tendon is like popping in and out. There's like a weird spot just below. Like you got to
Right.
paint the word
paint
picture.
the word picture, yeah.
So,
But like,
so
dude, normally when you would like flex anything in your hand, you could see a little bit. But he has like a dimple.
Right below
have
the wrist
happening.
crease.
I
there.
basically have a scar in the shape of a T on my wrist that when my pointer finger goes up and down, it goes with it. And that's because there is a pulley system in there. And that's because the day before my 10th birthday, literally the day before, I was so psyched to go to Skate Away with my friends and
Skate Away.
celebrate my birthday. It's a skate rink. You go with your
Okay.
pals.
I was like,
and-
"Come skate away."
I didn't know if it
come
was like
skate away.
I don't know if it was like a skating camp, the way you skate
skating
away. I
camp.
didn't know if this was a thing.
skate away and never come back. Yep.
What is this like Xanadu for summer?
More or less. That's basically it. And I was climbing a tree with my buds. That's what 10-year-olds did back
That's
then.
what you do.
Yep.
Of course.
And I was like maybe 25, 30 feet up in the air. There was a shed that was maybe 12 feet off the ground. My super tall friend jumped from the tree to the shed seamlessly. Nailed it. I'm like, okay, I can do that.
He did
Right?
it. I can do it. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
much shorter than him. I was a late bloomer. So
I feel you on that.
So your old pal Zach tries to jump to the same shed. I land on the edge. I'm like, I got this. start my weight starts to move a little bit, and I fall backwards, kind of like crab walk style.
Yeah, I love how you're doing the arm swivel. Like I'm going to use inertia that I can create for you.
Double windmill going on.
So that didn't work out well for me. I fell directly on my hands, which meant all of my weight shifted to my hands and my wrists. So the next thing I remember is coming to. I was on my back somehow, and mind you, I was with two buddies.
That probably didn't know shit about first med.
They didn't know shit about shit. Yeah. Yep, they didn't know shit about shit. So I wake up on my back. I look at my left arm / wrist. It's clearly broken, but I'm like, I can still move my fingers. That's okay. I'm sure someone can fix that. I look at my right hand / wrist and can't move any fingers. And I see a stick sticking out of my wrist, and I'm like, "Oh dear God," because it was brown and bloody.
Yeah, that didn't come with me originally.
Right,
It's not part of me.
So, I mean, I think naturally, as a almost 10-year-old, I try to yank the stick out.
Don't do it.
No, you can't. You can't. No, you never take it out.
It did not give, and I writhed in pain, and I'm like, wait a second, that's no stick. That was my bone sticking out about 3.5 inches out of my wrist. I tried to yank out of my own arm.
God.
Tibia or the
ulna?
I wish I knew the answer to that.
No, that's the leg. Isn't
No, ulna.
In your arm.
Ulna and
It's your radius and your ulna.
Thank
It is
you.
the radius,
Ulna,
the little
yeah.
one.
Yep.
Man, I should have
The
known.
radius is the one that crosses over. I
Right,
believe.
so not a lot of people can say that they've touched their own arm bone, but
Like literally.
Right, the hip bones connected. Yeah, I know where my arm bone's at. I got
as soon
that.
as I tried to yank it out, yeah, it was right back out. Wow. My one buddy, so I was with two pals. One of them I have never seen again in my life. He ran away that day.
Never came back.
PTSD,
And that
so
was
hard.
the last day I've ever seen him. That is true. That is a true story.
Yeah, fuck this shit and I'm out. That's
Yep.
what I heard.
The
Yeah,
other
you
guy
know.
called 911. I had people come and fix me up. It was like
We're just gonna push that back in.
it was millimeters away from my growth plates. I almost had a little Tyrannosaurus Rex arm.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, you were lucky.
Hey, I got a full range of motion. I'm feeling good.
I mean,
Things are
even as
all
a
right.
T-Rex, there's a lot of jokes in there that, you know what I mean?
Hey,
like, it's not that bad.
If it would have went that way, I would have rolled with it. And
yeah, right. You be the next Drew Lynch.
right, exactly.
I can
So
tell
yeah,
you the
I've
weirdest.
broken so many bones. That's just one of them.
Dude, I've
but,
never
yeah.
broken anything.
That's the thing. I just
I'm
broke
over
my
20.
head.
But see, no, but no. So,
I just broke like the most important bone.
Right.
dude, this is what cracks me up is growing up being like super sports kind of a guy, and I mean like extreme stuff where I'm talking like BMX, skateboarding, like
Sure.
if it was stupid, I probably did it. yeah, to the point of jumping off a 3-story house with a sheet going, it's a parachute. No, it is not. It is not. Still did that shit, walked away from it. I have never broken anything or dislocated anything.
Holy
However, I've come to realize I've fractured quite a bit because there's weird growths in my bone.
That's what that means.
And I'm like, yeah, I probably should have got that
How many
set,
of these?
but you know,
how many of these awesome stories started with? I got a great idea.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go with most.
19 out of 20. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would
Yep.
just 99.9% is yeah. Hey, watch this. No, don't watch this. Matter of fact, don't get a camera. It's
Wait,
gonna be bad.
That's kind of like hold my beer, right?
Dude, no, that's exactly what that is. That was America's Funniest Home Video. Was like every other guy was just like, "Hey, watch this." No, oh god, no.
Hitting the nuts by a football. And
Oh my God.
What's this button do? Right?
Or you know, or jumping off the roof into the pool and catching a rake to the crotch. How did that happen? Dude, I'm just saying that's how it went down.
got me a lot of views and a lot of likes.
Dude, nowadays, yeah. Dude, but see, dude, think about that. America's Funniest Home Video was like the original YouTube.
It really was. honestly, that paved the way for
Dude, there were
everything
so
you
many
see right
people
now.
that were
That is so
like
true.
Jackass and shit. Like, dude, people were literally trying to paint a picture.
Thank you, Bob Saget.
And I know, right? No shit. Yeah, rest your soul.
Can I
Bob
comment
Saget.
on this beer real quick?
Dude, bro,
absolutely,
you can
please.
do whatever you want here, my friend. This is a safe space.
I'll be honest with you. I'm impressed. It has everything you want in a pale, but it has this like really interesting like cherry undertone
Into
to
the
it.
mic.
Apologize. There it goes.
I can hear you, but
It's a good pale. It has some cherry undertones, which you do not usually get from a beer like this, but it goes down super smooth. I'm enjoying myself. I can't stop drinking it.
Yeah, where did the ABV come out on this?
the cherry may be esters that I had no control over, so I really can't
You can't really control those
can't
esters.
comment one way or the other.
That's fair, but
I
hey,
would like
I'm
to use a
enjoying it.
cherry wood smoke at some point, just as a side note in a porter, because I've being around grain all day when I'm at work. Like I've tasted that when I had to break it down, and I was like, "This would be an awesome beer addition."
It's such a cheat code too. You put that in, your beer's gonna be good, dude.
but it's a
way
proper
I see
cheat
it.
code. I mean,
100%. No, it's a cheat code that should be used
It's not
early
like
and
adding
often.
lactose.
change crap like
No,
a chemist.
fuck that.
Like
Don't even
use
get me started
the
on
Oh,
lactose.
bro. All right,
use the
cool.
malts the way they're intended to be used.
I'm
you know?
gonna tangent. Thank you. Lactose.
what we
There are so many times when I'm out doing like tastings and talking about stuff, and I'm expressing what we do, because I'm just like,
Sure.
yo, we don't use extracts or lactose, and people are looking at me just like, oh, that's great. They're
Most
like,
people
oh, so
don't
you do that because you're not
extracts are
trying to.
expensive.
Well, but
Well,
dude,
extracts I
and
can
just-
even deal with. It's lactose.
That is straight cheating, and that's not a cheat code. That's cheating.
That's how
It's
my guy
cheating.
at work feels. He's like, lactose should never have to be used in a beer.
It should not, and they want to make this mouthfeel that is non-existent in your current beer. They want to add body to it. That's the dumbest way to do it.
I've
As
used
far
it
as-
once now.
Listen, this is all for me. You can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
but as far as I'm concerned, I see lactose in a beer, I'm 99% of the time out.
Huh. Well,
Well,
I'll,
yeah,
have to
well,
let you,
dude-
I'll have to let you try mine when it comes out, because
I'm willing to try anything, but
Why did you put lactose in it?
in one of mine, I wanted to try it.
Okay.
We're not
to
friends
see-
anymore.
And it was for the purpose. It was for the purpose of back sweetening, because what I was looking for was high ABV, but it turned out really dry.
sure.
And
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of give it a little sweetness.
Listen, it has its place.
Try and
but
give it a little
that's-
bit more appeal, because I was trying to dial something in for my
see,
wife. So.
that's
It can
what
be useful, but as a
But it's a
turned into a
fixer.
gimmick. Yeah,
Had
I
you
agree.
done it correctly
Yeah.
in the first place, you wouldn't even need it.
You wouldn't need it.
I agree.
That's why, dude. To me, that's cheating. It's like, well, this was almost good. Let me just add this, and now it's good.
Well, I mean,
no,
I kind of feel the same way about the use of, what is it? Any kind of sorbate.
do you sorbet?
I mean, so
I love
you
me
could
some
even go as
rainbow
far as
sherbet,
to
bro.
say- you could even go as far as to say that using anything so anything that's a sorbate is basically going to kill off the yeast activity, so that it no
Right.
longer produces alcohol. Which means if you're looking for a little bit of residual sweetness, sometimes just killing the
it
yeast
can be
activity at a
helpful,
certain
for
time.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's kind of a different story as far as I'm concerned. Like, and I'm looking at strictly like a lot of times
Reproduction
nowadays.
ability.
People,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's just like, hey,
How do you dial that in the same?
throw some lactose in it, and we're gonna be all right. And
It seems like a cheat. Yeah.
But dude, it is. That's
Yeah.
totally a cheat.
it has its time and place, but
Yeah,
from
for
my
cheaters.
experience, beers that have lactose in it.
I was supposed to cough when I did
Or
that?
it's just not for me. Maybe
there's-
they're for some people, and that's okay. Honestly, they're for a lot of people. I'll be honest with you. There's some beers that
But
people.
see, I think this is also something that contributes to the fact that most of your IPAs nowadays get 1 to 2 months shelf
Well, I mean-
life, and then they're horrid pieces of shit.
Isn't that
Correct.
Basically, anything that's considered a milk stout has lactose in it, right? I mean,
Anything that, yes, that's 100% correct. Yeah.
that's where the name comes from.
But, see,
You're-
Yes.
but that's
And that's
adding
where
an
that-
ingredient that's a part of the recipe.
So for
that's
those that don't know,
you're not doing it as an add-on. It's a part of the recipe.
Yeah.
Right.
that's-
For those
that's
that
how the
don't
beer's
know,
made.
there's certain kinds of sugars that yeast will consume. Lactose happens to not be one of them. So if you add lactose in your beer, it's a good way to leave residual sweetness that's not going to be consumed by the yeast.
Correct.
Bro, you know what the greatest thing in the world is?
What is? What?
Talk to me.
When you get so lost in what you're doing, and then you all of a sudden look off to the side and you realize, oh my God, I still have tequila. I'm just saying that's one of my
Sláinte.
things. Oh yeah, salud, my friend.
And you got more than me.
Chin chin.
I couldn't judge how much was left in the bottle. Oh.
Hey, you opened yourself to that. Don't give me any shit for that. You said. I followed up with.
You said.
Hey,
You were serious about that?
You was. I thought you said you all good, Spider.
Give me a drink.
Oh my God, dude! I do love a solid tequila. I'm sorry, I got a tangent on that shit. That's
Where are you in the mezcal world? I'm a big mezcal fan.
See,
I'll
he's
tell you that
not.
right now. Really? Tell me why.
It's a cheat code.
Oh, stop it.
no,
it's
that's
not.
not. I'm not going to. I will not agree with your
I
statement
will
on
not
that.
say that. No, but it's not the medicine though.
Well, so all right, so
It's Zach's medicine, I'll tell you that. But it's okay if it's
Look,
not
I
other
ain't hating.
people's.
I ain't hating at all. I'm
Well,
just saying,
yeah. So
pound for those that don't see.
So to me, mezcal, and it's all right. The bigger thing is the education that I've had in true tequila, which means that it's 100% blue agave, as well as from the tequila region. So it's snooty like champagne. However, the blue agave is a very rare vessel that brought itself into the desert that not only survived but thrived. So
Couldn't agree more.
So the traditional idea from those shaman of those the medicine of that era was that this unique blue agave had to possess something. And so to me, the idea of using blue agave specifically, not so much the tequila region, but the blue agave is very much the medicine aspect. So the fact that typically when you get into mezcals, you're talking about all the other different agaves, the brown or the green or whatever, and blends their own. To me, if it's a true tequila, that's the medicine. To me, mezcal is just tequila. Meaning that it's just an alcohol, it's vodka, it's
That's
whiskey,
fair.
So I have nothing against mezcal per se. However, being aware of what tequila is.
But we were talking about this before, and it had something to do with the birth of tequila, and of course it's morphed into many things. And mezcal is a different version, basically, but
It absolutely has.
you were saying that there's a whole history behind that. This was actually developed, like you were saying, literally as
there's
medicine.
There's
Well,
almost
yeah,
a
yeah.
civil war in regards to the history of it. That is 100% accurate.
Like that it
Yes.
has to be a certain, like the argument of champagne and
Yeah.
sparkling wine.
And people are adamant about it. And I respect both sides. I really do. Hey, listen, I like what tastes good. I like what tastes good to me.
Because I was telling them Texas has tequila, but they can't call it that.
They're not allowed to.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what
I
you're
can't
talking
remember
about.
the name of it, but
I couldn't tell you.
it's
But yeah.
like a
I don't
cousin
know.
plant.
Fucking Texas
It's like
tequila.
a cousin plant to the agave. But it
Call
only,
it Catalina mixer.
it's a cousin of agave that grows in Texas.
Right. And to be honest with you, it could taste awesome. I truly don't know. But
Correct. Yeah. I
if
get that.
if you're talking
I don't know the name of the brand, but I had one once now.
Okay.
And I can tell you, it was an interesting
Once,
experience
Johnny.
because it was like it started off tasting like tequila and then
Sure.
it finished tasting like a whiskey, which I thought was really interesting. It was a
See,
nice,
so that's
Was
kind
it-
of tequila into mezcal. That's where mezcal starts to lean.
but it was like the
into the
the oaky
Yeah.
barrel.
Right.
Well, because
right.
mezcal will naturally give you that smoky aspect
It
without
does.
barrel aging, whereas
Yep.
with tequila to get smoke, you have to do American oak.
Have
Right.
to.
Yeah, you literally, you have
that's
to.
accurate. Yeah.
An American oak is smoky by nature.
Correct. Well,
As
that's
opposed to
why.
like
So
what vanilla. I think French oak is more like a vanilla.
correct.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
while I love anejo is just like my shit go to. I know it's.
What were you saying about zebra though?
So
Yeah.
their extra anejo, which is their 3-year minimum aging, Patron was specifically. I don't know about others, but Patron.
It's more or less the same all across the board.
So they would do their reposado and anejo in just American oak. Whereas in their extra anejo, the thing they were looking to age the most, they do a zebra cask, which is French and American. So you're getting that nice smoke note coming from the American oak, but then you're also getting that sweetness or that touch of vanilla from the French oak.
Okay.
So having 3 years being more robust in that American, giving you that smokier, heartier blend, you still get a softness behind it with that vanilla.
Right.
Dude, to me, the Patron Extra Añejo is just... Dude, if I could just drink that I would drink that instead of water. I'll be honest. That's how good that shit is. Dude, I would put a straw in that, put it in my freaking, my morning coffee cup, and just, this is Kenya Double A. No.
I respect that.
It's my medicine.
Right.
But that's why I agree with the idea that, the shamans in that sense. Same thing with like ayahuasca, the plant spoke to me. It's just this idea where it's like, there's something unique about this. How is it that you can not only, survive but thrive in this desolate area and promote this beautiful color? This color of water that doesn't exist here because it's a desert.
I'll drink anything a shaman offers me.
Let's be honest.
I
I totally would. Because you're talking about, we've had this conversation before. You're talking about, so shaman different than religious figures that we're used to that are appointed. Like shaman actually have to go out and face the world.
They got to do some shit
by themselves.
Yeah.
And, you're talking about, tripping face, but no, it has nothing to do with that. You're tripping face because you're starving, because you can't come back until you get a kill kind of thing. Like you get sent off on walkabout. You can't come back until you can't come back until you bring something.
It's a knife.
But I mean, you can't come back until you bring something back to the community. That's what the shaman was.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Absolutely.
To be in training as a shaman. And the funny thing is, we don't have an example of that in our modern culture, because the shaman was basically a religious leader, a healer.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear this.
You know who does?
Gym teacher.
No, we do, bro.
That's
we always do. Yeah. We always talk about whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, whatever else. Dude, what you're eating, what you're literally consuming. So your visual knowledge, your audio knowledge.
There was no difference back then between
bars.
So you want to go to the doctor, you go to the shaman.
TikTok back then, bro.
You wanted religious advice.
They didn't
you
have
went to the shaman. No, but I mean, it was all the same
I have
guy.
this rash and my temperature is 99. Oh, you have chlamydia. What? Oh my God, dude. What? No.
Do cocaine about it.
That is easy there, Freud.
You'll be fine. Eat some peyote. You'll be good.
Right.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. The one time I did peyote was that was a for real experience, man.
Oh, shit.
I haven't done peyote, but
I've done peyote, mescaline.
That is mescaline, though, right? Mescaline is the extract.
No. So
I know it's a different experience.
Mescaline is an extract. Peyote is basically the same as opium.
That's the lactose.
Yeah,
it's with all the natural ingredients. No.
But peyote is the same as the idea of
the lactose.
That's what you see. It's kind of yeah. But then that's true. I mean, because mescaline being an extract, you're not getting the true sense. Same thing as when we talk about
well, you're not getting your fruit cup, man.
If I'm getting my fruit cup today, I ain't gonna get all my vitamins.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're not getting all the vitamins and all the.
But it's the same thing. There's the difference between DMT and 5-MeO DMT.
Which is the more natural.
Well, so 5-MeO not only is giving you the DMT, but it's also giving you the inhibitor, which basically blocks any of the other, synapses from appropriately firing.
That's
so that the
what's
DMT,
in ayahuasca. That's why there's 2 ingredients.
Dude, that guy's fucking walking his shit. I know, right? I'm not the only one.
That was the most walking thing I've heard for a long time.
So one of our running phrases for him is he'll walkanize, air quotes, walkanize, and it's all it is just saying the same shit, but with a walking accent.
But you do it. I think you do it.
You
better.
did it.
I do my walking more consistently.
That came out of you.
Dude, you should hear his fucking Bobcat. This shit is dope.
I'd like to hear Bobcat at some point.
Dude, who doesn't love a good Bobcat Goldway? You know what I mean?
Let's be honest.
Especially from Police Academy. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
Dude, I told you. I told you.
Put on the spot right now.
Dude, tequila will bring everything out of you.
I need more. That's the problem. We're out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some dribbles over here. There's a corner.
You guys, I got a whole, I don't want to say this on here, but I got a whole stuff upstairs. Yeah.
Redacted.
I got a whole thing of Tic Tacs in my pocket. That's what we're saying.
Good. Yep.
Oh, my God. It's
But
all
yeah,
good.
no, but yeah, that to me, and that's why the thing is like, dude, I don't care, so peyote, mescaline, dude, whether it's an extract or not, more times than not, if it's something that is, see, dude, this goes back to like the old Elaine Boozler shit where she talks about, if anything is more than 3 steps, you're cooking. Pop-Tarts, you take the wrapper off, you put it in the toaster and you toast it. It's like, all right, well, that's 2
right,
steps.
that's
You're not
pushing
really
it.
cooking.
Yeah.
Right. Pasta, all right, you got to boil the water, put the pasta in, then you got to strain it. Shit, I'm cooking at this point.
Got to salt the water.
But dude, you know what? You got to salt it, oil it, all that good shit.
My wife comes to me the one day and she's like, actually salting the water lowers the boiling or raises the boiling
It
point.
raises
Correct.
it. Yeah.
So
Well,
why would you do that? And I'm like, I don't know.
no,
I've
no,
just
'cause-
always done.
So here's the deal. Yeah, a quick cooking fact. Why you add salt to the mix.
enough,
One.
So I got something
dude.
to come back to my wife with, right? I can say something back now next time she says.
100%.
I mean, not really. I'm kind of supporting what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro. So adding salt to the mix is actually flavoring the pasta because pasta is basically just flour, egg, water.
right.
And
So there's really not a lot of flavor there. So you're salting it because you're trying to add that flavor. Inadvertently, you're also physically raising the boiling temperature, which means for the water to boil without boiling over means you can run a hotter temperature. So now instead of it being 7 to 9 minutes, it's 6 to 7 minutes. Like you're cooking quicker, but you're also flavoring. Yeah, so flavoring is the main component as to why you add salt.
It does offer an ancillary benefit, is what you're
I
saying.
love how we went from like shrooms and DMT to fucking salt with your
Dude,
pasta.
that's what we do.
Listen.
That's what we
This is
do.
all important information.
Dude, you know what? Yeah. And there's, you poured
maybe
more
one
Johnson's
day I'll
underwear, and
actually-
I got a fucking tequila. Jesus Lord.
Maybe a day I'll actually do ayahuasca.
Yo, dude, and so the three of us,
I have some. You guys want?
dude, no, so there's a cat that lives right around the corner from me who's from South America that now lives here in the States, like, properly moved, got his papers, all that good shit, has a phenomenal business. I mean, dude,
A church?
super dope dude. No, he's actually a tree guy. Like he's an arborist.
Oh,
that's no joke right
Oh,
there.
no
Well,
shit, dude.
You have to be an ayahuasca shaman anyway.
Here's the deal. Roofers
Accurate.
as a physical labor are insane.
They're insane.
Arborists?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
that's one
It's
step
like a
above.
tier above. Yeah.
Yeah, you have heights, which is what a roofer deals with, but now you have swinging lumber coming at you.
Yep.
I
If you
can
don't
tell
tie
you-
off right, you're fucked.
For about a week and a half, just for like spare spending cash, I was helping out somebody who was doing roofing as a side job. So he's like a contractor, but he does all kinds of stuff. And I was the gopher for like the shingle guy to get the shingles off and all the spare nails and all that.
Yeah.
What I heard is you're the bitch.
It was like 65 degrees out. You would have thought it was 100 degrees on that roof.
Oh yeah, dude.
Great. And those guys do that every day. And a lot of them,
Every
the real
day,
good ones,
11 hours a day.
they don't hook up at all.
No.
Oh,
Like
no
you're
shit.
supposed to on a
They're
lot of the big firms and stuff, but
No.
a lot of the good
No.
guys, they don't hook up at all.
Yeah,
Hard
no
pass.
thanks. Right. Yeah.
Hard pass, yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, I mean,
Respect.
I'll be honest, in every
Of course,
industry,
they're all like this tall though.
Yeah, exactly.
in every industry I've ever been in, and I've been in quite a few, if there was ever safety constraints that were considered like the standard, never did that shit.
That's
Well,
that's
but-
for nerds.
But dude,
Every
here's
time
the-
I've fallen off the roof, it's because I've tripped on this stupid line.
Yeah, but no, but here's the kicker is every single time I've actually sustained injury was from when I was following what was considered industry protocol. So it's like, oh, I'm going to be safe and put my goggles on or tether
you
my
end
line.
up- you end up-
All of a sudden, I actually get like shit in my eye or I trip over stuff. I'm like, what the dude, I'm
Because
better
of it.
off not
Well, now my eyesight is impinged.
Well,
You
no,
know?
because dude, there's tons of cats. Like, so me having an automotive background, there's tons of people that sit there and mock me because I rock slides year round, dude. I mean, I'm shoveling snow in my slides. This is not a joke. No socks neither. I ain't German. But dude, when
Und keinte einer.
Everybody does that now. That's like a cool thing. And black socks too.
dude, fuck
You're not
that
wrong,
shit.
yeah.
Fuck that
It used
shit.
to be
Oh,
like we
you go
make fun
white?
of grandpa for that, but now
No.
everybody does
Wait,
it.
wait. White
Sans
socks with
socks.
just no socks.
Sands, dude, straight
Whoa.
OG, yeah, overexposed to the environment.
Respect.
But so here I am running an automotive shop and I'm welding Oh yeah, dude, I'm cutting plasma. Dude, I'm throwing sparks and fire all over the place, and I'm just,
sparks.
dude, I'm talking like removing heads off of engines, moving engine blocks, like rebuilding shit, and people are just like, bro, in slides. I was like, here's the deal, Cap. When you know you have no safety net, your shit moves a little quicker. Gonna be honest with you.
Touche.
Yeah, when you know you got like 300 pounds of
just have to
aluminum
say-
coming at your feet, you're like, I'm gonna move them shits. Yeah, you are.
I just have
Right.
to say, because I mentioned before that like I used to hang out in North Philly, but I mean, the inner city
Now you
crowd,
got kids. I see how it is.
like sandals are feminine.
Hey,
Like, I used to get my shit busted
That's true,
all the
yeah.
time for wearing
Nah,
sandals, but I'm like, look,
Flip-flops.
You think you're
Flip-flops.
tough wearing Timberlands?
No,
Try
you wear-
walking the city streets in sandals,
Right.
bitch.
Yo,
Right,
you were rocking
yeah.
Birkenstocks and flip flops. Them are not sandals. Sandals is open toed, nothing in between, and nothing on the back to catch you.
Not flip flops, but Birkenstocks are sandals. Those are totally
Yeah,
sandals.
it depends
the
which
same
kind,
thing.
but-
That's the same thing, bro.
But they're kind of like slides. They don't have that.
No, the kind of is
'Cause
not this.
I never really
You don't live
liked-
in my world. No.
I never really liked the toe bikini. That's what I call the.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I don't
the
want no shit
flip-flop.
between my toes.
I don't like it either. It slides are nothing for me.
Dude, I don't want nothing bunching anywhere.
Why,
but it took
why
me a-
put something restrictive in between any toes?
Dude, the same reason why I don't want to wear like
It
any
took
kind
me a
of
long
underwear,
time to
like,
even
dude, boxers.
but
Dude,
get
I don't
over
care
that
what it
to
is.
be able to
It's-
wear a pair of flip flops, like
Right.
No, fuck no.
because it is convenient.
No, it's not.
Sometimes
I see.
Slides are convenient. Flip flops are
I
irritating.
do want to get another pair of slides. It's been a long time.
Slides are dope.
come to the dark side, bro. We have cookies.
the dark side. Come on,
Slides and Crocs. Honestly, when I'm at home, I'll be honest with you.
Dude, you know what
Slides and
cracks me
I
up,
got an
man?
issue with Crocs. I'm sorry.
Oh no, talk to me. Tell me.
Do you know the number one?
I'm so
I
sorry.
can't.
I
Go
just
ahead.
can't.
Go ahead.
I just can't.
I just
I-
recently got a pair of Crocs, and I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen in love.
Dude, the fucking nursing industry loves
Dude,
the shit
everyone.
out of Crocs.
I have fallen in love with them. I'm 38 years old.
Dude.
Before 3 months ago, I have never
All right.
put a pair on my feet.
You do realize corporate America is now working out of their home.
Yes.
I guarantee they're all wearing a sweater or a nice shirt up top, and they're wearing Crocs and freaking.
You're
It's
not
either
wrong.
Crocs
Yeah.
or flip flops and sweatpants.
Right.
Like,
They're
up-
pretty incredible.
Up here, it's Dickies and sweaters and like
It's-
looking all nice with
It's
probably
the
a clip-on
mullet
tie.
of clothing.
Yes.
It's party up top, or I'm sorry, it's formal up top.
Business up top, party down. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or that sounds kind of off-putting, but you know,
But
it's just
you,
like-
you get it. We painted the picture. I think. I enjoyed them. I've never worn them before. My lovely wife said, "Hey, here's some Crocs. I feel like you should buy them," and I said, "Okay," and I haven't looked back. That's my experience with them. That's it.
no, it's fair. It's fair enough. I can't really speak from experience because I've never worn a pair,
Sure. Yeah.
but I can't bring myself to.
Now listen, would I leave the house with them? I don't know, and I haven't gotten in that situation.
But then again, I felt the same way about flip-flops for a long time. So I can see where you're coming from.
Sure,
So
right.
You can't see the flip-flops. I can't see the Crocs. So
Listen,
it's
hey,
fair.
but-
See,
each his own.
dude, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. Every time I've had anybody try to like mock me or throw me some shit for wearing like slides, and I was just like, yo,
How are they going to throw you shit for slides?
dude, no, because they're just like,
Shouldn't
bro.
you be wearing like closed-toed
Oh yeah, but
shoes?
yeah, we're also talking about like in the
gosh.
middle of January or whatever else, right?
Hey,
It goes
that's
with a
fair.
tuxedo. They're black and white.
So my
At
instant,
your
my
sister's
literal,
wedding, please put your shoes on.
dude, but yo, exactly in that scenario, man, somebody catches like some shit for it, and I just literally look at them, I'm just like, yo, good enough for Jesus.
Well, that's like
good
our
enough for me, and they're just like, son of a bitch.
That's
Yeah,
like
talk
our other
some
buddy.
shit on
You
Jesus
win
right
this
now, bro.
round.
That's like our other buddy. He wanted to show up to his wedding in shorts.
Dude, fuck, are you shitting me?
What a nut. Like,
But
Dude.
seriously, you know what I'm talking. He wears shorts all year round, like
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
no.
sweatshirt.
Jesus
Like,
Yeah,
or
no.
him?
no, a buddy
Yeah,
of
no,
ours.
our buddy,
like-
a buddy of ours. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
So he wanted to wear shorts because
I mean, in proper respects,
Much
he's
love.
a, he's
I mean,
a
yeah.
slightly heavier individual.
That's fair. Hey.
Even before though, so even when he was lighter,
his dad wasn't. His dad did the same thing.
yeah, but his dad's an alcoholic.
Oh, well, that's true.
I'm just when you have like the natural heat of just drinking Bud and Millard all day. I'm just saying,
With me, it'd be Scotch. But,
That's
you
fair.
know.
That's fair.
Hey, wait, some of us have more expensive taste. No one likes a bragger, bro. Jesus.
Yeah, but I got sirloin taste on a hot dog budget. That's the problem.
I've never heard that. I like it.
Dude, I love it. See, I never heard of Pin 15. You never heard. You know what I mean?
This
is what we do.
This is
here.
a learning experience, and I love it.
Dude,
I'm
it
here
is.
for it. Yeah.
It is. No, this is absolutely, even for us, it's a learning
I can't wait to
experience.
actually come in here sometime and just hang out.
Bro, I'm
It's gonna be fun. I promise you that. Like, it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have.
I have to come here.
Ouch,
I'll have to come here one night when you're doing trivia if that's what's going on.
Well, I mean, if me and my dude hook it up, I'm just saying, we're going to.
We'll see.
Next time I'm in town.
Listen.
Yeah, dude, better be fucking soon because I'm trying to get his ass to come down to see you. But,
Wait, where's home?
I have to go up in November.
Where's home?
Well, I'm currently living in North Carolina.
I hail from.
but I have to go. But I go back and forth to Massachusetts.
Yeah, JD, give Zach a quick synopsis of you and your husband of how you all are from the same spot, and yet you didn't meet until you were like down south or some shit.
I'd like to hear this, please.
Oh yeah, no, this is no joke. Go ahead, tell him.
You just gave up the.
All right, so I know. So basically that. So
Well,
I
thank
just
you for
moved
that.
down to.
Well, no, because no joke.
moved
The
down
two
to
of them the two of them are like hardcore nor'easter. That's why I said her husband, love him to death. Can't fucking understand him for shit, but I love him to death.
Talk to me. All right.
All right. So I have a lot of
putting
medical
my ear to
issues,
the
so I just decided to move to the south. So I packed up my car and moved down to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
Okay.
I then, after being there for 5 years, I met my husband online, and
Tinder.
long story short, we got
I was about to
married.
ask which app was it?
It was actually Plenty of Fish.
It's a good one. Honestly, I know more folks that have met on that and are like married.
Dude,
and,
I heard
like,
Plenty of Fish is kind of like the
Yeah.
Tinder for people that are kind of serious. They're
Yes.
like, I want to get down, but I also kind of
It
want to
was-
like an actual
Right.
partner.
Yeah, like I have a job, like I'm a real person.
I got shit to do,
Yeah.
but I kind of want to do this, but if I can do this on the regular,
Good on
like,
you. Good on you. I like it. Continue. I apologize.
So you're good. So
It happens. You're good.
he just happened to be stationed in Beaufort, South Carolina, which is like 45 minutes from
Beaufort.
my house on the island.
you Buford.
Heard.
So we
Okay.
met
She's telling
and
us
we
your
got married,
story.
but he's from East Boston and I'm from Methuen, both in Massachusetts. So we grew up 45 minutes from each other
Stop.
and didn't meet
For
each other
real.
until we were in South Carolina together.
So let me ask you this. Do you both know, like, were you familiar with like the high school he went to?
Not that close, right? I mean,
Not the high school.
Okay.
No, I
area?
didn't hang out in like East Boston, but I hung out in Boston. So we both know like downtown Boston.
That's amazing. That's
But-
a fairy tale. I love it.
Boston.
Yeah, I love
We
how
just
they
have different
both grew up in the
views of it.
same kind of area, and I can understand her, and I can't understand him. But dude, I still love the shit out of it. Dude, he fucking shows up with a smile on his face every single time. Like,
Dude,
dude, I love,
and we were
I
talking
love your
about that
man. He's
before.
dope as
Like,
shit.
you wouldn't think Marine to see him.
I mean,
like, he
dude,
doesn't
honest,
really-
no,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh, Marine.
Yeah, but no,
He
not
doesn't
like
really exude
Or
that.
Italian from Boston.
yeah, no shit though.
But I mean,
Whoa.
he's until he gets to know, he's very soft spoken,
Okay.
like really soft spoken.
yeah, I know, which makes it even
like,
harder
maybe
to
not
understand his ass.
Quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you slur your
He's like an
words with that
angel.
Boston
He's so
accent
nice.
on a slow, like low tone.
Right.
Fuck, I can't understand shit that motherfucker says.
he's talking about the
What's
one
his
night.
first name? Do you mind saying?
Dude, say it, fucking say it.
We've done it before anyway.
Say that shit. No, here's the deal.
No, you absolutely do
Here's the
not
deal.
have to.
No, because they're going to
No,
make fun of it once I say
Because
it.
having a northeastern
No.
accent, yeah,
Oh,
having that
no.
northeastern accent, when you have that A to the R, that's where it really fucking comes out. And that motherfucker's got an A
She
to
doesn't
an
like-
R.
She doesn't
Yeah.
like saying it.
She doesn't want to say his name because it's gonna make she can be like,
I'm racking my brain
can
on
I
what it could
say
be.
it? Can I
Yeah.
say it?
No one
Go
has to
for it.
say it. That's okay.
I this
feel
is
bad.
a tree
Wait,
of
wait.
trust. It's okay.
Wait, no. Mark.
Mock.
Always Mark.
Mock. Yeah, like Mocky Wahlberg.
I like Mark.
You know him and his,
Mocky
him and his
Mock.
brothers. They got a burger joint. And
I don't
they do
want no
movies and
skin on my
stuff.
chicken. No,
Yeah.
I like Mark already. Good for you.
Oh, dude, fucking dude,
I'm happy
Mark's-
for you.
Yeah, when the two of them come into town, we're gonna bring them around. You're gonna
Please
fucking love
do.
these guys.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, dude. Because I love the shit out of JD. Like she's dope as shit. Dude, her husband. Again, I can't understand a goddamn thing. I love the shit out of that dude.
Seriously, we need to come over here one
Dude,
time
he's
and have
such
him
good,
look
like-
at the rest of his staff and go, "You cover me. I'm busy."
Yeah, no shit.
I plan on this happening often where I'm just like,
No, I read
you
it.
guys good? All right. Yep. That guy's cut
Mark
off.
is here. I gotta
Fuck
go.
those people. Fuck all of them.
Mac and
they're
the
waiting on
funky
their
bunch
phone.
are here.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You're cool. Fuck
you.
you. I'm out.
Yes. Oh, see, bro, this is, dude,
what I'm
since you and
saying.
I have been like going back and forth, I was just like, I feel like you would love the shit out of this podcast. Because
I'm enjoying
you're
myself.
very much the type that
I'll
this
be
is
honest.
exactly what we do. Yeah, no,
Yep.
How do you explain this, though? That's my.
Dude,
You don't explain it.
You
It's-
get someone to start drinking tequila and or multiple beers,
That's
and
the
then
key.
you explain.
Yep.
Be like, all right, so here's the deal.
My name is Mark.
My name is Mark. I live on I park in the driveway. I drive in a parkway. And the casa was wicked hardcore.
JD sounds like a sweetheart. I'm happy for you.
Oh no, dude, he is. Oh my god, dude. You know what? Like, I mean, I'll be like literally honest. There are very few male individuals I've met in my life where I'm just like, bro, I fucking get you. I love you. You are dope as shit. And the fact that I can't understand half the shit that comes out of his mouth.
That makes it even better, I'm sure.
I just do.
Yeah.
He has such a great energy where it's just like, you
I
know
love
what?
that. I love that.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
cool.
When the two of them come back into town, we're gonna come around.
So
it's gonna
look,
be great.
we were setting up to do the show, but like she had run off and like she was plugged in, but she hadn't done the sound check with us yet. And Mark like wandered into the room. I'm sorry to keep using his name over and over.
I didn't
Mark.
see him. Did he? He does.
Well,
every now
we
and again.
did.
It's
He
usually
does
the
wander
dogs.
into rooms.
He wandered into the room and he starts talking on the mic. And like the two of us are looking at each other like he said something and it was like a whole statement. It was a whole statement and I couldn't tell you. And he looks at me at the end of it and he goes, "Did you know what?" I was like, "I had no clue. I thought he was talking to you."
Again,
It's not just you guys, that was everybody. I usually have to repeat or translate for his parents, my parents, siblings, whoever.
It's different when you're in person with him,
Sure.
but it's just like over the mic and like he was ecstatic to see us. He was like, "Hey guys."
I fucking
And like
love
he
him.
just went off for like a good 10-second rant, and I was like,
Because he was
I feel
pumped.
the
Yeah.
two of us looked at each other and we're like, I have no idea what he just said.
He's like,
No,
"You want
he's
what for dinner?"
he's literally Penguins Madagascar. He's just like, yeah, and he's looking at me, and I was like, I don't fucking know what he said. I was, yeah, you got it, bro. Yeah, I was
Smile. What the fuck did he just say? I love you, man.
oh my god.
You're probably at the point there where you're translating for him. Like you understand everything he says. And
Oh
you're
yeah,
just
she
like,
does.
Right.
At least I feel like you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't want to speak for you, but maybe you do.
She knows.
I do, but he
I
also
do,
like
but-
mumbles.
Got it. Got it.
So sometimes I look at him and I'm like, look at me and open your mouth. when you
Aw.
talk.
So is
Aw.
it mockish?
Yo, no,
I'm guilty of that too, though. I'm a mumbler. And
But being Italian and living in the Northeast, and like
Right.
that dude
I
can
feel like-
fucking drink.
I believe it.
So
I
he
believe
just,
it.
while he slowly
Well, we're no
staggers down
slouches
to this
either.
group of like when you can't, dude, no, like right off the bat, and then it get, oh Jesus Lord,
Dude, I'll tell you what.
dude,
I'll tell you what.
the worst experience I had.
Military
No,
and
hold on,
police
hold on.
can drink. I'm telling
no
you.
I could
shit.
only imagine.
The worst
Yeah.
experience, and by means, it's not like horrible, but the worst experience I ever had with him, it was like the two of them were like chilling in my spot. It was like 3:00 in the morning, and I'm like, bro, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I just want to go to sleep, and he can't sleep because he's on a different times, and he's just like, yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm tired or I don't
Right.
fucking know. Yeah, bro. Yeah, let's.
I don't know what you're saying, but you're making me
I'm gonna
laugh,
make
right?
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put that movie on, bro.
You want me to make some pasta and put it on a movie?
fucking
Sure.
movie.
He's
I
like,
don't-
no, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Dude, and to this day, that's why I love this cat, because it doesn't matter if you understand. He doesn't fucking care. Like he has
Good people,
that much
man.
love for this world. Yeah, dude.
Good
I love you and your man.
At
dude.
this point, I am demanding
oh, you'll see.
meeting
You
both
will
of
find
you
this.
It'll
in
Yeah.
real life.
I will hand
I
you.
will bring.
Yeah, no, I'll literally hand you this.
Oh, good.
It will be an amazing experience.
Well, I'll stop in November.
Hey.
But him,
Okay.
he won't be able to go on that trip because he's on a deployment now. So he'll be coming back, and
Okay.
I'm either heading up before he comes back or right when he gets
So you'll
back.
you'll be in full swing here.
Full swing.
You
Yeah.
better
Full
be.
swing at that
Better
point.
be.
I will be. If we're
Yo, I mean,
at
it's
that
happening.
point.
Dude, honestly, between the owners and what he does, fucking better
It'll
be.
happen. No, it'll happen. I have
It's not an if, it's a when.
I have
will
no
be.
doubt. I have no doubt.
This
doubt.
place is going to be a machine by that point.
Fucking better be.
Yep.
I mean, again, between
Wait,
the
and-
owners and what you do,
and
I absolutely expect that.
Pushing a lot of local brews, though. I mean,
Always.
That's the-
I demand that. I accept nothing less.
and
I
this
find
was
out
West
what's
End
around
as well.
me.
Like
Correct.
same thing.
Yep. I always so as far as the West End is concerned, I always have Lost Tavern, Free Will, Funk, anything within a whatever mile radius. Always have it on draft. Up here wise, Round Guys, well crafted, 10-7. Always.
I have not been to 10-7 yet. I've heard about them. I mean, obviously from
10-7's
where I
no
work,
joke.
but
10-7's no joke. I'm going to shout out Matt N right now. He's the head brewer there. Freaking genius. The guy knows he knows his brews.
and look, if you want to put in a word for me anywhere, I have no problem with that at all. You can go ahead
Deal.
and speak for me.
Gotcha.
Nobody likes a
I mean,
bragger, bro.
I'll have to work on my hours until I figure all that out. But
Hey,
like,
dude,
I
it's-
dedicate myself 100% when I'm somewhere.
I love it. If that's what makes sense
I mean,
for
I
you,
make-
I got you covered.
I make
like,
jack
easily.
squat right now, and I do anything they ask me to do.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, he's talking to McAllister's right now and a bunch of shit.
I'm
yeah,
trying,
no,
yeah.
He's,
Okay.
McAllister's going through some changes, though. I heard like they
I've
just
heard
sold to a
rumblings, yeah.
wholesaler. So I don't know, and I don't know if that's secret intel,
Hey.
I don't think it is. I think it's pretty much out there at this point.
It's like using, yogurt
But
in
I-
your barrel-aged sours. That's not industry
but
secrets.
Well, I've had
This is everybody knows this shit.
What do you know about Prism? I've heard like crazy, weird. Okay, should I?
So
should
from
we not?
what I've
Okay.
from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's not a full comeback
They're
yet.
fucking canning beers. I know that. I know you can. They're selling their beer at this point.
But from what I'm going to understand, it's under somebody else.
Okay.
I mean, not to say that they're not doing it under
Sure,
them,
sure.
but I believe it's under somebody else's
has to
constraints or
be.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah. The social media I've seen, it almost looks like somebody in a garage. I mean, not disrespect.
No, I've had
there's
some of the
plenty-
best beers in my
Dude,
life
no
at
shit.
a garage.
Absolutely. But
Well, you're
it's,
having one tonight, anyway.
I love it, yeah.
I feel they're making that underdog comeback kind of a thing. So
I'm here
I
for
don't
it.
know where they're at or what's going on, but
Sure.
dude, sure as shit, no, they're they're putting
Prism-
it back out there. So.
Prism, for those that might not know, that's the spot that McAllister bought up, was their original spot.
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
back by the train track.
That is
They've been
accurate.
there for
Yep.
Which is
a couple
why,
years now, a few years.
So think about this. This
At
is
least
why
5,
Yeah.
Round Guys classifies themselves as the original brewery of Lansdale. Because
OG.
while
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
because technically where McAllister's is at and where Prism was at, while it was a Lansdale address, was I think North Wells
It was.
aspects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they had fucking PA, Commonwealth, whatever the hell.
Hey, Round Guys is still the OG. They always will be.
Dude, from
they
the
got the
center
location,
of town and still
Yeah.
in the center of town.
Yeah.
Which is why that's
huge.
why we call ourselves the original brewery of Lansdale.
That's
I mean,
huge,
you know.
and just
It's
being,
accurate.
being
Yep.
somebody who's frequented there. I mean, I can tell you that.
That means,
Well,
might have worked for him or some shit.
there's
too.
a very much like a very comfortable walk-in, like comfortable,
It is. I think that's
approachable.
accurate. Yep.
But see, this is the thing that I love about the East End and the West End is the simple fact is they promote that same exact idea.
what we want.
Community-minded, family-minded, everybody is accepted. Not only accepted, but welcomed.
Welcomed and
We
appreciated.
literally want
Yep.
all walks of life. However, everybody has to get along.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny? My
Yeah, you
wife.
can be completely antagonistic, completely different. However, you have to accept that everybody can get along.
I want different. I want all walks of life. I just don't want riffraff. I just I just don't want. I don't want.
There is
how
no
do I
need for
say this?
pat downs or your metal detectors here.
No, f all that. Honestly,
Yeah. There's no need to walk around that shit.
No.
That's what Rock and Rebel was. That is what we are not.
Well, no.
First and foremost,
that honestly was more Blue Dog. That
sure
kind of effed up Blue Dog really big time. They started kind of getting a bad name. But
did they?
I'm not the one
familiar.
location, but Rock and Rebel.
The one Blue Dog a location when they opened up to bring in capital. They it was like quarter, not draft night, quarter.
You guys ain't getting quarter drafts.
Drinks. No, but this was like their grand opening.
Yo, quarters.
Right. And it was it was like all of the worst parts of Philly came out.
That makes sense.
Oh, well.
But it was like, hey, it's money coming in. So
right.
Hey, by the way, it's that time.
Oh, is it that time?
Oh, yeah, I know. Dude, an hour goes quick, fam.
That was not an hour.
Dude, yeah, I mean, hey, if you were on this side, you could see.
How much time were we lacking? Because you'll just have to come in and make that up then.
Oh,
that's all fair.
That is fair. That's totally fair.
Dude, I'm just saying, I'm going to have to come back in. No, I got to do trivia here.
These
and then you got to come in and then
always
we do like
open. I would love to have you guys back.
That's awesome.
There's going to be more people in here, FYI.
Yeah, and you know what? We're going to shake hands, or I'm going to hold on.
You're going to kiss.
We're going to shake babies and kiss hands.
That's one thing.
Yeah, I see. You know where I was going. See, he feels. This is
that's
why
one
I love
thing
this
we
guy.
haven't done yet. Was like an actual public.
I would love to do
arena.
it. Is there a way to logistically do that with this kind of equipment? Like, how does that work?
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, well, just like we're doing now, just.
Dude,
well, yeah, but there's
around
no
us.
crazy idiots screaming in the background right now.
Have love will travel.
But
yeah,
I mean,
so these
honestly,
mics.
you can scream once you're off mic. It's not. You have to be right on top of it to really hear it.
Yeah,
so
it's all background noise
You're
at
not
this
wrong.
point.
Okay.
I know. I just celebrated earmuffs. You're welcome.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could put up like a little.
You don't want,
Let's
bro.
not
Bro,
get
you
crazy.
can't
You want me
contain this.
You want me to put up like a plexiglass?
I don't see, look at the animals.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm a
don't know.
sea
You're
otter.
right.
Check me out. No. It's not
No.
the fucking Boston Zoo. And no. This is not how we do this.
Today's exhibit, we have.
No, but for real, in all seriousness, this has been a blast. Thank you guys for having me.
Dude, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
I'm here for it again if you'll have me.
It'll happen.
So,
Dude,
happen.
so thank you.
I'm calling
Threaten
it
me
right
with
now.
a good time.
Heyo.
Heyo.
It'll happen again. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, well,
It'll happen.
it's not an if, it's a win.
That's right.
But yeah, no,
Love
dude.
it.
I mean, I'm telling you, we get accepted in everybody's houses. Why not yours?
My man.
I'm
My
just
man.
saying.
September
yeah.
13th, East End, guys. Check us out.
Fucking yeah, dude. Yeah, for real. I'm gonna be there. Hopefully, Gemini will be there too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know,
Well, opening day. I don't.
it's a Tuesday night, motherfucker.
I'll drag him in at some point. He'll be here.
I'm gonna bring some of
be
this
there.
motherfucker. But yeah, no, hey, for real, fam. You know, this is I'm telling you with Philly D
Mr. Gemini.
Clickety clack a fact check of SJD.
and our guest for the night.
They call me Zach from West and East.
Yeah, the Zach attack. But yeah, no, as always, fam, reach out to us, ITY at directionsmusic.org or individually.
GMINI
not
at
where that
directionsandmusic.org.
There's an empty glass, I swear to God. Or Philly D, PHILLY at directionsandmusic.org. Yeah, I know. As always, fam, we're gonna say, hey, be good to yourself, be good to everyone else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
He fucking burps, huh?